Everybody, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Please welcome Oyler Principal, Ms. Kayla Brunswick.
To our honored graduates, families, staff, alumni, and distinguished guests, and most importantly, the incredible Oyler High School class of 2026, tonight we celebrate you, class of 2026. You made it. And if we are being honest, there were probably a few teachers, a few parents, and maybe even a few of you who were not completely sure that this day would ever come. But here we are, caps on, gowns zipped, phones put away for at least the next hour, standing together at graduation. And what a journey it has been. As most of us know, this class has personality, a lot of personality. You gave us unforgettable spirit weeks, homecoming fits that deserve their own red carpet interviews, and prom entrances that looked like music videos, and enough dancing in the hallways to make us wonder if we were a performing arts school. You somehow turned every assembly into a competition, every class into a debate, and every group project into chaos before it even started. And somehow, many of you still submitted assignments with exactly 43 seconds left before the deadline, maybe even 43 seconds after the deadline. That is talent. But beneath all of the laughter, the jokes, the sarcasm, the TikTok references we pretended to understand, and the constant negotiations about hats, tablets, and just one more minute, this class of 2026 became something truly special. You became a family. One of the things that staff members said over and over again when reflecting on this class was this: you genuinely care about each other, and that matters. People will remember accomplishments, scholarships, and awards, and there were many worth celebrating. We watched students earn full ride scholarships, athletic opportunities, major academic awards, and college acceptances that changed the trajectory of entire futures. We celebrated students who proved that their dreams were bigger than their circumstances. We saw leaders rise. At summer student council camp, seniors stepped into leadership roles and helped shape the culture of the school year. We saw seniors mentor younger students, guide discussions, and model what it means to lead with heart. We watched confidence grow. From academic quiz team students finding their voice, to anatomy classes dissecting things that honestly made some of us lose our appetite for lunch, to students performing, competing, creating, and showing up for each other again and again. And yes, apparently one of the most unforgettable memories was a ride with seniors blasting K-pop Demon Hunters music at full volume. I'm still not entirely sure what I missed there, but I've been told that it was life-changing. This class taught us something important. Being an Oyler Mad Hatter means being unapologetically yourself. That is Oyler pride. Not fake pride, not performative pride, real pride. The kind of pride that says, I know where I come from and I'm still aiming higher. I know my story and I'm still writing the next chapter. I carry my community with me wherever I go. At Oyler, we talked a lot about what it means to be truly proud of where you come from and proud to call yourself an Oyler student. And when I think about the class of 2026, I can honestly say that you represented Oyler in every possible way. The spirit, heart, and pride that you brought into our building every single day can be found in the very letters that make up the name Oyler. O, original, this class absolutely was. There will never be another group exactly like you. Y, yearning. You always wanted more for yourselves, your families, and your future. L, leaders, not because of titles, but because of your actions. Leadership is choosing to show up when things get hard. E, empathetic. You supported each other through difficult moments and celebrated each other through victories. And R, resilient. And this may define you more than anything else, because many of you had every reason to quit. Some of you balanced school while working jobs. Some of you helped raise siblings. All of you faced a loss, anxiety, instability, or other obstacles that people around you never knew anything about. And still, you kept going. That is strength, that is resilience, that is Oyler pride. Now, graduates, before I close tonight, I want you to hear this part clearly. The world is going to try to define you quickly. By your zip code, by your mistakes, by statistics, by assumptions, by where you come from. Do not let anybody else write your story for you. Walk into every room proudly as an Oyler graduate, because being from Oyler means that you know how to adapt. You know how to survive. You know how to work for what you earn. You know how to laugh through hard days. You know how to care for people. And you know how to keep moving forward when life gets difficult. That kind of strength cannot be taught in a textbook. Years from now, you may forget certain assignments, tests, or even hallway drama. You may forget some of the speeches from tonight, but I hope that you never forget how Oyler made you feel. I hope you remember the teachers that believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself. I hope you remember the friends that became family, and I hope you remember the moments that you realized that you were capable of more than you thought. And most importantly, I hope you always remain proud. Proud of your growth, proud of your journey, proud of your resilience, proud of your name, and proud of your story. And then always proud to be an Oyler graduate. Class of 2026, you've already found a way through every obstacle that tried to stop you from getting here tonight. So as you leave this stage and walk into the next chapter of your life, remember this: you do not walk in the future alone. You carry your family, you carry your community, you carry your memories, and you carry the spirit of Oyler with you wherever you go. Congratulations, class of 2026. Now go show the world what Oyler pride looks like. Now please help me welcome our 2026 Salutatorian, Kansas Chalfant.
Good evening, Oyler family, friends, staff, and class of 2026. As a graduate class of 2026, we have so many memories, but have come together for this one chapter of our life. That part of our life is over now. We walk across this stage, and we will have to start the next chapter of our life without our friends we grew up with through school together. We have to remember the great memory we have with one another, because I know I would not have survived school without you guys. Even when you guys get on my nerves, they are right. Oyler is a family, because even though you guys get on my nerves like my siblings, we always stick together no matter what happened. We support each other in this chapter of our life, but it had to end to get to chapter 2 without each other. I have so many memories from the time at Oyler, but here are a couple. It made me think of the song, The Good Old Days. Those are memories of the best milestones of our life as young adults. But if we had to pick one, it would be all the time when we goof off in class and ran to the halls when we don't have anything to do. We talked about dumb things with our friends. I love when you guys do things that are so funny that I laugh so hard that I cry. I am grateful for all the staff that helped me get those memories now. I am grateful for Miss Tappy for helping me speak better so people can understand me. I am grateful for Miss Tala for helping me with my anxiety. If I didn't meet her, I would not be here on this stage. I would be sitting down because my anxiety would not let me speak without panic attack. Also, I am grateful to her because she helped me get my book out there. And to Miss Steph for publishing it. Thank you to Mr. Nick to get me writing in the school paper, The Griffin, writing book reviews so that I can share my love of books. It made me love writing even more. And to Miss Jordan to got me into reading. I'm grateful to Miss Huffman and Miss Thomas for helping me get through each year of school for the last 4 years, and Miss Fleeman for giving me public speaking projects so that I could speak in front of everyone. And for Mrs. Sage and for Mrs. Sarah for teaching me history to make sure that I don't repeat it but make it. And I'm grateful for Miss Short. She helped me overcome my social anxiety with job shadows. So I will not be afraid. And everyone else that had taught me in school, thank you for everything. You guys made me who I am today. And thank you for my mom and dad for giving both of me and my best friend for life, my twin sister, and blessing me with my 2 older sisters and 1 brother. And thank God for blessing me with other non-blood siblings. I am proud to call you my family, and I will also love you guys to the moon and back. And thank you for never giving up on me and my classmate. I'm not done. I'm not done. To my mama, I promised her before she died that I would graduate, and I hope she would see me walk across the streets today. She is not here in person, but in spirit. I know she is watching over me and my sister, and I know we make her proud, and she loves us so much. And they will cheer so loud in the heavens, they will make it thunder and rain with tears of joy. And all the loved ones we all lost are here in spirit of being gone, and they cheer for each one of us. To my classmates, I hope and pray that you follow your dreams every step of the way. And I love in your life, have love in your life, the good kind of love. And always have hope that things will get better. Just trust in yourself. You can trust God's plan and timing. And have faith in yourself. Stop overthinking. You got this. You know how I know? Because we made it this far. And I'm proud of each one of you and believe in you. You can do anything you put your mind to it. And I hope you guys stay in touch with one another. Now, Oyler class of 2026, look to your left and right and say goodbye and courage to your classmate. Now, please welcome our class rep, Devon Ely.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Devon Ely. If y'all didn't know, Oyler legend, Mr. 1,000 points, you feel me? So first off, I just want to thank everybody for being here. It means everything to me to see my family and friends come out and be here, so I know it's the same feeling for all the rest of my peers. Class of 26, can y'all believe this, man? I ain't gonna lie. Our group got some unique and diverse energy, but looking around and seeing everybody who made it, after what each of us have been through, makes me proud of every senior. Even though we are diverse, we combined as a class for over $2 million in scholarship money for college. Also, we led the varsity boys basketball team to its first back-to-back CMAC championships and the first sectional and regional title in Oyler history. I remember when we was in the 5th grade, we had a new math teacher that year. It was just one day in class. Rail had some hot fries, and then we was passing them around to each other, and she had told him to put it up, but we ain't listen. And then she came back there, took the chips, threw them away. Then y'all know us as his friends, we was hyping it up. So he got up and then stormed out the class, bumped her on the way out, and slammed the door. You know he got suspended. But now that same teacher teach on the high school floor, and I had the chance to reminisce with her the last week of school, looking at old pictures, telling old stories, and just being able to chill in her class one last time. We really finna graduate, though. It's been a crazy year. I ain't gonna lie, I might just drop a tear up here. First, we wouldn't be here if not for the family at Oyler, the staff. I wanna say thank you to all my teachers, not for just teaching us, but also believing in us and pushing us to reach for the stars. I want to thank the counselors for helping us navigate through tough times and keeping us on track for graduation, even when we felt lost. And I just want to thank all my coaches who taught me discipline, teamwork, and how to take a loss and how to win with humility. We carry these lessons with us on to the next chapter of our lives. I want to thank all my family and friends for the support and sacrifices that helped me reach this point today. I would specifically like to thank my mama and my pops for believing in me to make my own decisions and be my own man. I wouldn't prefer to have done this no other way. And then, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, so I'd like to give a moment of silence for the family and friends that's not with us today. Thank y'all. Without your support, we wouldn't be here today. All right, class of 2026. I'm supposed to lead y'all with like a challenge to close it out. And the only challenge I could give y'all is that anytime in the future of your life when things get hard and you feel like you want to quit, I want to challenge you all to never give up. No matter how rough things get, it's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Love you guys. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it. At this time, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Marcus Elliott.
Hello, everyone. Before I even get into what I have to say, let's give our graduates, Oyler's class of 2026, a round of applause. Some of you know me, most of you don't. My name is Marcus Elliott. 4 years ago, I sat exactly where you are as the valedictorian of Oyler's class of 2022. And just 11 days ago, I walked across a different stage at the University of Cincinnati with a degree in marketing. I'm not telling you that to brag. I'm telling you that because when I left Oyler, I realized something. I realized that the world looks at zip codes like ours, at communities like Price Hill, and they pre-write a script for us. They look at the obstacles, the poverty, and the struggle, and they turn them into numbers. They turn us into statistics that say we shouldn't be at somewhere like UC. At UC, sometimes I felt out of place. Others attempted to make me feel less than because I wasn't from a prestigious school. They also tried to discredit my valedictorian status. At first, I started to believe it too. I was 19 years old being told my valedictorian title was actually invalid. They would say I had so few kids in my class that my GPA wasn't a 4.8, so it doesn't count. But when the story of Marcus Elliott is told, they will say valedictorian with no qualifiers. There will be people who will try to knock you down for simply existing in a world that they've never lived in. But I want you to remember that you write the story, not them. You do. When I got to college, I realized I had overcome things I didn't even know were hurdles. Why? Because they were normal to me. They're normal to us. We are used to the climb. We are used to the constant setbacks and the harder path. But here's the secret the rest of the world doesn't know about us. The adversity you overcame just to get to this graduation has forged a core in you that cannot be shaken by normal endeavors. While others are learning how to handle pressure for the first time in their 20s, you were born in it. You were forged in it. Thanks to the Marion Spencer Scholarship, I was given an opportunity I never even imagined could happen. A fully funded service trip to Tanzania in Africa. Halfway across the world, I stood in villages and schools where families face challenges even greater than ours. Limited resources, hardships that aren't just passed on, but forced. But what struck me most wasn't the struggle, it was the strength. I saw kids malnourished, up before sunrise to walk miles for clean water. Yet, when they saw me, they had the brightest smiles and the most joy. They were happy for a reason I couldn't see. That's what amazed me. It also showed me, however much I thought I endured, I wasn't judging it on a grand enough scale. I remember a small child walked up to me, and in broken English, he said, "Let's take a picture." I smiled and said, "Okay." We took it, And I said, "What's your name?" And he looked at me and he said, "Barack Obama." I smiled and I thought, he's just messing with me, man. And then I asked around, I walked to the villages, and they said, a lot of children in the villages are named after famous African Americans for inspiration and good luck. That goes to show your inspiration and reach is never limited. You can invoke inspiration in someone across the world. This was made possible by people who believed in kids from CPS schools like ours. I got to see that our world is much bigger than just Cincinnati. It expands, it connects. While I was on the other side of the world, I mentioned my high school multiple times because I carry Oyler with me. I am not just from Oyler, I am simply a part of it, a part of the beautiful story of the school that is still being written, especially with the graduates. When I look around this room, when I see the families, the friends, the teachers, I see a village, a community that's backed with love and comfort in hardship. To the graduates, you are the trailblazers. But being a trailblazer isn't just about working hard. It's about playing the game better than they expect you to. It's about looking at those statistics that bet against you and deciding right here and right now your truth, whether you accept them or you reject them. When I walked across the stage at UC, my cap said, "Update those statistics." A simple statement made by a kid from Oyler and Lower Price Hill. That's my truth. Every single person getting a diploma today, and every person in the seats surrounding them, down to the smallest baby, has the power to make a positive, impactful change. But that's a decision and an active one. Oyler's class of 2026, they have their spreadsheets and their projections about what you will do or can even become. They think they know your ceiling. I have a simple challenge for you as you walk out of these doors and into the next chapter of your life. Show them that the kid from Oyler isn't just a number. They are the exception. Show them that we aren't just surviving, we are taking over. Congratulations, class of 2026. The world is finally about to see what some Mad Hatters are made of. Go update those statistics. At this time, please help me invite Ms. Kayla Brunswick back to the podium.
At this time, I would like to ask CPS board member Kendra Mapp and Tashiana Miller to come to the podium for the conferral of the diplomas. CPS board member Kendra Mapp, the members of the Oyler High School class of 2026 gathered here today have met the requirements of the state of Ohio and the requirements of the Cincinnati Board of Education for graduation from high school.
I, Kendra Mapp, with the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio and as a member of the Cincinnati Board of Education, hereby confer on these young men and women the diploma of Oyler High School.
On behalf of the class of 2026, we accept these diplomas and are now ready to receive them.
Tashiana Miller. Kansas Chalfant. Devon Ely. Marquez Bohannon. Olivia Bray. Terry Lynn Brown. Georgia Chalfant. Montez Crutchfield. Gabrielle Daniels. Kobe Durgan. Amaya Edwards. Christian Felton. Jalea Foster. Nadia Fox. Terrell Franklin. Micaiah Golightly. Mariah Golightly. Robert Hamilton. Jazzy Harris. Jacob Ip Lee. Congratulations, Jacob. Cortez McQueen. Taisha McQueen. Antonio Micri Munoz. Sincere Mims. Giselle Mincy. Congratulations. Gracie Montgomery. Noah Rourke Wilson. Ayana Robinson. Valentino Sanders. Congratulations. Majias Seymour. Malachi Seymour. Christiana Shepard. Breasia Slater. Stephen Stanley. Robert Taylor. Sierra Thornhill. Lucy Valdez. Kenneth White. Congratulations. Rihanna Williams.
Marcus, that's the last one. Okay. You guys can sit back down. Sit back down.
Come on. Yeah. One more time, one more time. In recognition of earning your diploma today, allowing you to move from a high school student to a high school graduate, I ask that graduates stand. You're standing. Now move your tassel from the right side to the left side. And I really want this to get loud. I am proud to present to you Oylers High School's class of 2026.